If you're over 60 and you notice that your energy isn't what it used to be, that intimacy feels more distant, not because you want it that way, but because your body just isn't responding like before, then I want to speak directly to you. I've had hundreds of conversations behind the closed door of my clinic with men who've quietly asked the same question. Why does it feel like I'm fading? Not sick, not broken, just less drive, less stamina, less connection to their partners, to themselves. And here's what I want you to know. You're not alone. And this doesn't have to be your new normal, because while most people, even many doctors, will chalk this up to just aging, I've learned something different in my 35 years of working with men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. It's not always age. Sometimes it's about blood flow. Sometimes it's about hormones. And often it's about simple habits that either support your male performance or slowly chip away at it, day after day. The good news, these habits are natural, accessible, and powerful. My name is Dr. William Harris. I'm a board-certified urologist based in Austin, Texas. For more than 3 decades, I've walked alongside men who were providers, builders, fathers, and who now quietly wonder if they're best. Years are behind them, and what I've seen time and time again is this: when a man starts to understand his body, really understand it, and gives it the support it needs, something wakes up inside him. Energy returns, confidence returns, connection returns, and today, I want to help you begin that process naturally. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 simple, science-backed ways to improve your male performance after 60 without prescriptions, without pressure, and without shame. Just small steps that can make a big difference. I'll also share a daily habit that many of my patients have found life-changing, something so basic, yet so overlooked, that you may wonder why no one ever told you before. Before we begin, I invite you to take one simple step now. If this message resonates with you, if you're ready to feel more like yourself again, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel for thoughtful, respectful content designed just for men like you. And if you feel comfortable, type 1 in the comments to let me know you're here, that you're ready to reclaim your vitality. Alright, let's begin with the first key to restoring male performance naturally after 60. It's something that's already within you. It just needs to be reawakened. Now, before we jump into specifics, let me say this clearly. When it comes to male performance, most men think it's all about desire, whether or not you feel like it. But after more than 3 decades in men's health, I can tell you, desire is only part of the picture. In fact, the number one factor that determines your ability to perform physically, sexually, energetically is blood flow. Without healthy circulation, your body can't deliver the oxygen, nutrients, or hormones needed to respond, not just in the bedroom, but throughout your day. So I want to start here with movement, not extreme workouts, not gym memberships, just gentle, consistent movement that tells your body it's time to wake up again. I'll never forget a man named George, 67 years old, retired, proud grandfather of 4. He came to me one afternoon and said, "Doc, I still feel young in my mind, but my body feels like it's dragging behind." George wasn't lazy. He wasn't overweight. He was simply stuck. And the more we talked, the more I realized that his biggest challenge wasn't age. It was stagnation, too much sitting, not enough circulation. And so we began with one small shift, a 15-minute walk each morning. No pressure, no destination, just movement. Now I know it sounds simple, maybe even too simple, but here's the science behind it. Walking, especially in the morning light, helps stimulate nitric oxide, a molecule your body uses to open blood vessels and improve circulation, including the areas that define your sense of masculinity. And the results? George came back a few weeks later with a smile and said, "Doc, I don't know what happened, but I feel lighter, clearer, and more alive." So let's dive deeper into this first strategy, why daily movement is the foundation for male vitality and how you can start right where you are today. When it comes to male performance after 60, circulation is king. It's not just about arousal. It's not even just about desire. It's about whether your body can deliver blood flow where it matters, when it matters. You see, an erection isn't powered by willpower. It's powered by oxygen-rich blood reaching your pelvic area through healthy, flexible blood vessels. And the key messenger your body uses to make that happen is a molecule called nitric oxide. Now here's where it gets important. As you age, your body naturally produces less nitric oxide. Less nitric oxide means tighter blood vessels, slower circulation, and yes, more difficulty in achieving and sustaining erections. But here's the good news. You can stimulate nitric oxide naturally, and you don't need pills to do it. You just need movement. Walking for just 15 minutes each morning, especially outdoors, tells your body to release nitric oxide, boost circulation, and bring oxygen to your muscles, brain, and yes, your most intimate areas. And if you can, add one simple exercise, the bridge pose with pelvic lift. It's easy. Lie on your back, knees bent, feet on the floor. Lift your hips gently toward the ceiling, squeeze, and lower. Repeat a few times each morning. This activates your pelvic floor, improves blood flow, and builds awareness in a part of the body many men forget until they realize they've lost connection to it. George, the man I mentioned earlier, started with just a morning walk. Within weeks, he added the bridge pose. When he came back a month later, he smiled and said, "Doc, I'm moving better, sleeping better, and things are working better down there, too." That's the quiet power of movement. It doesn't just support your body, it reconnects you with it. And once blood is flowing well again, your body needs the right fuel to sustain the energy and keep things moving. Let's talk about the foods that make a real difference, and the common mistake most men make at every meal. Let's talk about something that most men underestimate. When it comes to performance, your plate. You see, what you eat doesn't just affect your weight or cholesterol. It affects your hormones, your circulation, your energy levels, and even your confidence. Here's the truth I've seen in my patients over and over again. You can't expect your body to perform like it used to if you're fueling it with food that slows it down. The good news, you don't need extreme diets or expensive supplements. You just need to add a few powerful foods that support blood flow, reduce inflammation, and naturally balance your testosterone. Let me share a few examples. Beets. These little red roots are packed with nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. More nitric oxide equals better blood flow. I often call them nature's circulation booster. Spinach, rich in magnesium and folate. Spinach supports hormonal balance and helps keep your blood vessels flexible. Pumpkin seeds, a great source of zinc, which is essential for healthy testosterone levels and prostate function. Olive oil, full of heart-healthy fats that reduce inflammation and protect your blood vessels. And yes, they also support sexual health. Now let me tell you about Frank, a 72-year-old former carpenter. When he came to see me, he was tired, sluggish, and quietly worried about his performance. He told me, "Doc, I'm eating fine, I think, but I feel heavy and disconnected." Turns out, his meals were heavy on processed food, light on nutrients. So we didn't overhaul everything. We started small, added beets to his lunch, spinach in his dinner, and a drizzle of olive oil over his salad. He swapped chips for a handful of pumpkin seeds. A month later, he returned with a light in his eyes. He said, "I feel lighter. I have more energy," and my wife noticed too. That quiet smile said it all. You see, food isn't just fuel. It's a signal. Every bite tells your body to either wake up or slow down. And when you choose the right foods, your body remembers what vitality feels like. But nourishment isn't just physical. Your mind, your emotions, your stress levels, they all play a role in performance too. Let's talk about that next and how to calm the nervous system that might be quietly holding you back. Let's shift from the physical to something more silent, but just as powerful, your mind. You see, many men focus on their body, their energy, their circulation, but quietly ignore the tension that's been building inside, and I understand. Why? Stress is invisible. It's easy to dismiss. But here's what I want you to know. Chronic stress is one of the biggest threats to male performance after 60. Why? Because when you're stressed, your body produces a hormone called cortisol. Now, cortisol isn't bad. In small amounts, it helps you wake up and stay alert. But when cortisol stays high day after day, night after night, it blocks testosterone, constricts blood vessels, and disrupts your nervous system's ability to relax and respond. I've had countless men tell me, "Doc, I don't feel like myself anymore. I'm tired, irritable, and when it's time to be close to my wife, I just can't get in the right headspace." That's not weakness, that's overload. Let me tell you about James, 70 years old, retired pilot. He came to me looking worn out, anxious, and frustrated. I sleep, but I wake up tense. He said, my mind won't stop racing, and it's affecting everything, including intimacy. We didn't start with pills or big promises. We started with 5 minutes of quiet each morning, just sitting, eyes closed, breathing slowly, and through the nose, out through the mouth. He also agreed to turn off all screens 1 hour before bed, dim the lights, and stretch for 5 minutes before sleep. 2 weeks later, James came back calmer. He said, I didn't realize how much tension I was holding until I finally let it go. And the results, better sleep, more patience, and slowly, that sense of self-control returned. You see, performance isn't just about muscles or blood flow. It's about presence, being in your body, not stuck in your thoughts. And that starts by calming your nervous system, giving yourself permission to slow down and breathe. Now, once your body begins to relax and restore, there's one more piece that holds all of this together: rhythm. Let's talk about how to build a daily routine that supports your energy, performance, and vitality every single day. Now let's bring it all together: movement, nutrition, calm, and anchor it in something your body deeply craves after 60, rhythm. You see, as we age, our bodies become less adaptable to chaos. Irregular sleep, erratic meals, missed movement, they all disrupt your hormones, blood flow, and energy. The result, you feel off, disconnected, drained. That's why one of the most powerful, natural ways to support male performance isn't something fancy. It's simply building a daily routine your body can rely on. Let me share what that might look like. Morning, wake up at the same time each day. Drink a full glass of water. Get 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight, either outside or near a window. Do a brief walk or stretch, then eat a protein-rich breakfast. Evening, wind down at the same time. Dim the lights. Avoid screens for 1 hour before sleep. Try gentle breathing or stretching to signal your body that it's time to rest. Walter, a 70-year-old retired teacher, came to me feeling scattered and fatigued. He said, Doc, I'm doing all the right things, eating better, walking, but I feel like I'm all over the place. So we focused on one thing: consistency. We built a simple routine, morning and night. Within 3 weeks, Walter said, I feel steadier, clearer, like my body finally knows what to expect again. That's the quiet strength of rhythm. It doesn't shout, it doesn't rush, it gently tells your body, you're safe, you're supported. Let's show up today, and here's the best part. You don't need to be perfect. Just start with one small habit and build from there. Because when you move, nourish, breathe, and live with intention, your body remembers, your energy returns, and so does your confidence. Now that we've explored these four natural strategies, I want to leave you with one final thought, a message I've shared with many men over the years, and one I hope will stay with you. Let's talk about that. In closing, ask checked if you made it this far. I want to take a quiet moment to speak to you, not just as a doctor, but as someone who's listened to thousands of men just like you over the past 35 years. Men who've built families, worked hard, carried responsibility. Men who now find themselves wondering, is this just how it has to be now? And here's what I want you to hear clearly. No, it doesn't have to be this way. Today, we've explored four natural ways to support your performance, energy, and vitality after 60 to 1. Movement to restore blood flow. Point 2. Nutrition. 2. Fuel your body in hormones. 3. Breath and calm to release the tension that quietly wears you down. 4. Rhythm. Daily habits that help your body feel safe, steady, and strong again. These aren't quick fixes. They're small, powerful steps, ones that remind your body how to thrive, how to feel alive, how to reconnect, because this isn't about chasing youth. It's about showing up for yourself, right here, right now. One man I worked with, Walter, told me something I'll never forget. He said, I don't need to be 30 again, Doc. I just want to feel like I belong in my own body. And that, to me, is everything. You don't have to fight time, but you can choose to live it fully, with strength, clarity, and connection. So I want to leave you with this simple encouragement. Start small. Pick one thing from today's video. Maybe it's a walk tomorrow morning, a handful of pumpkin seeds, or turning off screens an hour earlier tonight. That one action is your statement to the world and to yourself. I'm still here. I still matter. If this video spoke to you, helped you, I invite you to do the things. 1. Like this video so others can find it too. 2. Comment below. Let me know which habit you're going to begin today. Even just typing "I'm starting" can be a powerful first step. And if you have a friend, a brother, someone you care about who needs this message, share it. You never know who's quietly waiting for a reminder that they're not alone, because you aren't. I'm here, and I'll be right here in every video, every message, walking alongside you as you reclaim your health, your confidence, and your connection. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.